Hey guys, Bowie here, and today I want to share a build I saw in this pub. This game was a train wreck, including a 1-5 Terrorblade that lost the lane super hard to a Bristleback, had to jungle and rush a Midas. An off-lane Gyrocopter that had almost the same network the set Terrorblade has. So this Ember Spirit back is probably the strongest I've seen, and a lot of this game's result comes down, in my opinion, to the item choices he went for. When you look at the Radiant team, it's pretty obvious that rushing Vessel is the best course of action available for Ember, since not only he has to create space for two cores that got trashed in their lanes, but he's also dealing with 4 bulky boys that get countered by Vessel. What you need to understand about Ember is that even if he buys damage items from Maelstrom to Daedalus to Desolator, he cannot really deal with heroes like Tiny and Spectre when they have the same net worth. Ember's damage comes in slow waves, and even if you go for the Magic Eggs build, it's still not enough to deal with those heroes and not great until you're level 25. Scotty, especially after the buffs, just does a lot here. He reduces all heals Dazzle will apply on anyone, since Light of Fist allows the Ember to attack most heroes in a fight. It reduces the lifesteal Bristleback will have with his Voodoo Mask, and at the same time, it's a way to make up for the fact that Spectre will eventually get a Manta and Dispel Vessel. And that's true for Bristleback, that more than likely will buy a Lotus Orb. Not only that, Scotty isn't as good against melee heroes and ranged heroes, but since you're applying the move and attack speeds low on everyone, you greatly reduce the damage that all 3 physical damage cores do this game. Still, you're probably not a believer, and it's alright. This is not a situation you're going to find every game, but it's a situation I think a lot of players would commit the mistake of going for damage items. There's no point in building Scotty against a Quap that will just avoid you and kill the small heroes in your team, but in a game you don't have a frontliner, and you're an Ember versus tanky guys, wearing them down slow is definitely the way to go, because if you just try and close the gap on them with a Daedalus, you're going to take a fissure into Avalanche and just die. Watch the first Scotty fight. Bristleback has a Voodoo Mask, he has a wand, but because his HP regen is cut by 66%, his wand heals 60 HP when he goes for it. He just doesn't do anything. At the end of the day, with the Radiance he gets after it, Ember not only becomes even tankier, since Radiant's physical damage is slowed by the Scotty, they also have a chance of missing, and everyone on Radiant is less tanky than normal because of Vessel and Scotty, allowing him to frontline against a Shaker plus Tiny combination, which shouldn't be easy. Watch this other fight. Because of the Scotty's low, he's able to close the gap and allow his team to get there faster. Even though he does a tier 2 against 2 enemies, he can easily disengage, kite, and eventually fight them because he's tanky and because everyone attacks so slow. In this other fight, I think the Ember could have done a better job and forced the Manta with either Chains or Vessel instead of both of them, but the point remains. Since he's tanky, he can deal a ton of damage to Spectre without losing a lot of his percentage HP, and because he has that annoying slow, Spec, even if the dagger, is forced to ult to get out, which wins the fight for Dire. Even though only Dazzle dies at that point, with all cooldown spent, Dire can easily rosh, and at that stage, I completely understand the Shivas he's going for. Not only it's more attack speed slow, which, does what we already talked about, Scotty does, it is more HP regen reductions.
I'm so... Oh my god, I'm so fucking unlucky!
Do you feel like this playing Dota sometimes? Losing can be really frustrating, especially when you are to blame. What if there was a way to pick heroes and playstyles so good and so fresh in the meta that no one can counter you? Follow my weekly easy MMR meta guide on Patreon to start abusing strategies I'm yet to make a guide of. By selecting this Patreon tier, you will have access to the freshest ideas I'm yet to make a video of, or ideas that are really good but I don't think make a good video but are still important. This will give you an edge versus any player in your brackets. The meta guide is available every Thursday, and if you join before this Thursday, you will get the chance to vote on a hero you want a guide on. Guys, thank you a lot for watching, commenting, and subscribing. If you have any doubts or complaints about what was presented here, make sure to leave them in the comments. If you want me to talk about a specific trend you've seen in Dota 727, make sure to also leave that in comments. In case you started playing Dota because of COVID-19 and or the compendium, make sure to check our Discord channel. There is people from all around the world there, and maybe if you feel scared playing Dota by yourself, you can find a lane partner to make everything a little better for you. In case you want a more premium experience than my meta Patreon guides, you can DM me on Twitter to get the rates for my coaching. And in case you just want to help with the channel, maybe you're not interested specifically in that Patreon tier, you can check all of them here and see what works for you best. In case you want to see me play or cast, you can also follow me on Twitch. Thank you a lot for watching, guys. Have a good one and bye.